Okay, greetings, patriots, Starseeds, lightworkers, and of course our brave military. Welcome to 1776 United, and we are in a worldwide and galactic revolution. Now I'm going to read you out some stuff, some drops here. I'm going to read some stuff and then blow through some other content that's not really applicable or interesting. So it says, when the EBS activates, the mainstream media will be permanently shut down. A 72-hour blackout will commence. 7,000 sealed indictments, which is, I think, a lot more, will be executed on. Military tribunals will go public. And Tier 5, the general public, will begin processing, gaining access to financial wallets. Now, that could be Tier 4B or Tier 5, okay? And the radio waves will go worldwide. Governments will stand down. 90% of all current officials and governments are marked for removal, tribunal, or even worse. Blockchain election are set in place. All rigged democratic systems and quantum voting system built by Starlink will take over. In 1871, the act was reversed. The U.S. corporation is now dead. The 1776 law, common law, is restored. The change in value, shows up first in energy. Now we're talking about the price differences. You're gonna see a big noticeable difference, and it'll first start at the energy pricing, your hydro and gasoline, maybe at the pump, whatever. And then it'll hit the food, and then finally it'll hit mainstream talkers. Everybody will be knowing what's going on. As a side note, the Federal Reserve implementation dated to set for the July 14th. We'll see how that works out. This means that this will all commence then, and so I'm still hoping for this month. Now, you won't see anything on TV. It never will happen. The TV, as we know it, will go down, and but the carrier frequencies, which are probably behind the networks, will go from 60 hertz to 432 hertz. That spike proves that the EBS beacon is locked and loaded, ready to go. The final countdown of the media blackout starts when the checksum settles down. Each country that takes part gets the first draw of the 12-hour chunks. Fiat leaves in the same heartbeat. Don't wait for the news to confirm any of this. The change in value shows the up first, of course, the energy prices and food prices, and then finally the mainstream will disappear. Some of this stuff is overlapped. There has been 320 banks branch closures just in the United States, 1,320 banks closures just since January. And you can smell the panic. The legacy branches all of it will soon go down. U.S. debt clock. Silver will destroy the Federal Reserve. Lies. The monetary revolution has begun. U.S. debt clock detonation. We have, or our Commander-in-Chief, President Trump, has accumulated from the illegal cabal, unelected Jesuits, and all the banksters. He has collected $729 trillion in derivatives and are fused to the reset and is all underway. They told you nothing is going on or nothing's going to happen, but the U.S. debt clock just blew their lid off of the reality. $729 trillion in the global derivatives, and that means it's going to be dispersed back into humanity. 729 trillion. I mean, what comes after that? That's a pile of money. This is not a typo. That is a bomb, a digital countdown to force the monetary reset. While the media sleeps, Ripple and XRP are ready to building their new systems, and they're not asking for permission. Ripple, hidden road, the next monetary weapon, while the sheep share headlines. Ripple went to war underground. Its acquisition and hidden road gave the settlement backbone to the XRP. And metals, core arteries of the global transferred grid, combined with XRP ledger, they now offer on-demand liquidity and tokenized assets on the rails. This isn't crypto. This is infrastructure for takeover, designed to replace the old order when the debt nukes detonates. Now, they're going to basically just bypass the dollar. They're just going to sweep it up off the street and replace it with the new gold-backed currencies. To fake money is not legal money. Now, what they mean by that is all the currencies right now that are not gold-backed is just fake money. The dollar made from nothing, only legal tender while people are sleeping. We are awake, and we say that the Fed. Oh man, sorry. We are awake. We said that the Fed notes are worthless. Its bonds are fakes, and the reserve doesn't really exist. We are not asking Congress or the IMF or Wall Street or anything. We are following the highest law, which says the people have the power, and in that, any institution that goes against the truth loses its power. The time of fake credit is over. Now it's the time for sovereign wealth. Oops. This just gets worse and worse. Sorry. Now we're getting into the med beds. Good time. Med beds. Med beds are ready and in all parts of the world. There is 7,500 med bed centers in the United States. There are also mobile med beds cruising the streets, fixing people. They will be in kind of mobile 1-ton cube vans or maybe 3-ton cube vans. But they'll be all over the States and, throughout the world. Med beds will be available to us any given time this year. Critical updates, military dock leaks, healing waves discovered in medbed sessions. A human body are now healing without machines. And the collapse of the global elites, this bounces all over the place. The collapse of the global elites medical industrial complex is accelerating. At the heart of the monetary shift lies a explosive biological discovery, the healing wave. And this healing wave allows your body to heal itself. It began in a classified NECES military facility in Arizona during a routine medbed treatment. A patient with a severe nerve degeneration shows that unexpected recovery after the medbed was powered down. Even the medbed was powered down, the body was still healing itself. That's amazing. Their body continued regenerating on its own. It emitted low frequencies pulse matching the Earth Renaissance frequencies. This was no longer just technology at work, this was something at a more powerful and spiritual level. The human body has entered a self-healing cascade state, now called the healing wave. Scientists or scientific confirmation. Healing wave, military white papers declassified under Trump's orders, 2025 Medbed Transparency Directive, define the healing wave as the endogenous quantum frequency field emitted by biological tissue post medbed recalibration, showing recursive epigenetic feedback and autonomous DNA correction without technology input. Hope you can keep up with me in this stuff. The scalar bioresonance field can influence not just the body it originates from, but others within a 7 to 12 meter radius. So, you're healing yourself, but you're also healing people around you up to 12 meters. That's amazing. It activates dormant regenerative genes previously dismissed as junk DNA, suppressing biological freedom for decades. This is all being opened up now. Clinical proof: the healing wave in action, real world examines, demonstrates its power. NECES AZ17 stage 4 liver cancer patient, 90% cellular diagnostic, went into spontaneous remission after just one session. NECES FLO08 paralyzed veteran, movement restored within 72 hours of receiving the healing wave. Child wave TX03, the child exposed to healing wave experienced spontaneous remission of congenital heart disease and repairs pineal gland during his sleep. His sleep. That's nice. Okay, the healing wave transmissible. It spreads from person to person. Humanity is becoming a network of self-healing beacons. The globalists cover-up and genetic war. This discovery has been hidden from the public because it destroys the pharmaceutical empire. The Rockefeller family, Gates Foundation, WHO, WEF, and has worked for decades to suppress this knowledge. DARPA's Project Omega sought to chemically block healing waves emission using vaccines, chemtrails, EMF grids, but their plan has failed. We are starting to wake up now. Thanks to Trump's quantum restoration healing system, QRHS, the patients for frequency healing technologies were unlocked, and humanity divine recovery potential has beginning to be unleashed. How to activate the healing wave without the medbed? The elites feared the most. Healing wave powered doesn't require a machine. Exposure to the right EM field and solar harmonic can activate this healing power within you. The signal strengthen as more people are unlocked to this potential. So the more people that can start self-healing, it'll generate itself healing other people and around you. This is amazing stuff. Eventually, we probably won't even need med beds, and we'll be able to gather up the DNA strands that have been stolen from us, and the telomeres will all be regenerated, and we'll be flying high. Anyways, my time is up. We'll see you on the next one.